depending on like how I edit and post the following video, I kind of just went over my little like thrift haul with you guys. But we're clearly not in my room. We are parked near the beach. The sun's hitting. Thank you, sun. And it's been a long time, obviously. Life has been lifing. I'm Teresa de Jesus Aispuro, and welcome back to my channel. This is basically like the next episode of my little podcast. Me getting my like plushie here. Because I feel like I'm gonna keep stuttering. Basically, this is like another episode of the Nobody Asked podcast, and we're clearly not in my room, which is fine. I originally wanted to like record this and get back into it like way sooner, which we're gonna touch base on. Today's January 25th. I kind of like caught you guys up on my little vlog that I was doing right now, but obviously this is a separate video. But I got braces, and today I burned myself with my curling iron. I got braces, and we're basically just gonna like jump into the first video of Nobody Asked for 2026. Me just kind of catching up with you guys because it's been like, at the time of me like drafting this, it was 8 months. I think maybe like 10 or 11 by now, because it's like the end of January 2026. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. It's been a while since we found ourselves like in this little point of view. Like, I've been doing my little vlogs and other videos, but it's been a minute since I did like the Nobody Asked podcast, and I feel like I kind of was obviously like slacking on it, but life was coming at me like in a lot of different ways, girl. I think the last video that I put out was when I was telling you guys that I got fired. And in March, I think it'll be like a year since that circumstance point in my life, I guess. I think since you guys have, if you've watched my videos, like, you know that I'd be like, oh, I just got off work or whatever. So clearly I'm not still unemployed, but it was something that I was like going through for a couple months. So that was a little part of like how life was kind of like kicking my butt, basically. I've been active on here with like my videos and my vlogs, but not like my intention of my little podcast, you know. I feel like oh my god, these braces, bro. Me stuttering in general, but these braces, I feel like I've felt lost. I'm looking at my laptop, I have it here, because I was going through a lot of things that I was kind of like, how can I talk about this? How can I talk about this? Either like something I went through or got through in my past, but I'm like currently going through this, girl. And maybe it correlated, maybe it didn't. Or I was kind of like, how am I gonna figure this out if I haven't fully like gone through it? What can I say about it? Like, how am I gonna in a way like give like my testimony or my experience or what I learned when I'm still kind of in the learning process? And we'll get back to that. But I'm basically just ready to like push forward of like being active. I feel like I'm ready to be active in regards to like my podcast. I've been a little more committed to like making my videos and stuff, but I've literally journaled out. I want to be a little more committed to like Instagram and posting, because at the end of the day, that's like what makes me feel good. That's what honestly is like right now my current wave of like expressing myself, and I'm happy doing it. It's like my hobby, and if so, then why do I not do it as much, you know? Sorry, I keep messing with my hair. The flyaways are just bugging me. But I'm just ready to move forward. I need to like literally like aplacarme in the plans that I'm saying and doing. And I feel like even this month has shown me, like, I typed this out, I don't know when, but like I'm barely sitting down to talk about it, and it's like almost the end of January. Whatever, we're getting through it. Or same thing with like my vlogs. Like sometimes I'll vlog, it takes me a while to edit, and then it takes me a while to post, and then I'm kind of like, well, it's not even like in the timeline anymore. Like, I just recently posted something that was from September, but I posted it because I was like, the people that are gonna want to watch it are gonna want to watch it, and they'll click on it. If they don't, then they don't. Yeah, like, it's not that deep. So I'm just trying to get over, feel like I'm low-key like stuttering and nervous. I know there's just a person in that car, and awkward at being perceived. We're just gonna like recap, not like recap everything. We're gonna kind of recap what got done and what didn't. So I think last January I shared with you guys the 25 things I wanted to do this year, and I'm just gonna share what was done and what's to be done this year in 2026, God willing. Period. What happened? What got done? Did it? And y'all gonna be like, girl, barely. But just like I started on my list for the last video, or the first video, I don't know, my podcast, I started it. I clearly was not consistent with it, but at least they got out there, you know, like at least I know what it took to do that. And I feel like it was like a little bit of a learning lesson, like, oh, like if I'm not intentional with it, like no se va a hacer. So I started my podcast. This year I want to be consistent. I want to post at least once a month in regards to like these like nobody asked episodes. So bear with me, y'all. I want to talk about what I planned. Like I want to converse with people like me. I want to converse with people not like me. I want to like maybe debate, review, learn, unlearn, etc. So I think like stories and conversations help not only you and the person that you're clearly conversating with, but I feel like when documented, I think it brings people to like a different point of view that they didn't have, or like a different understanding because they clearly never lived that. So I feel like I just need to be about it. So that's what I'm planning to do with the podcast. But technically I started my podcast, I just wasn't consistent with it. Whoops. Number 2, dressing up. Like I mentioned, because it's probably not gonna be in this clip. It's not gonna be in this clip, duh, because this is a podcast episode. But I literally just finished like giving like a haul about some like new things that I thrifted. This year, this past year, 2025, I had said that I wanted to like be dressing up more, and I feel like I have been doing that. I've been wearing my boots more. I've been wearing more skirts, more dresses. I've been doing like girlier fits, and then just kind of like being about like my Pinterest inspo. And I'm happy about that because I feel like I've been on Pinterest for years, and it would just be like a whole bunch of literal that just inspiration. I wasn't like acting on it. So I feel like this past year with like my docs, the little styles that I would like just kind of like taking risks, even if I might feel like awkward or goofy, like at least I can say like, okay, I went out in that outfit that I planned instead of just wearing the same like jeans and shirt or whatever. So I did get to dress up more, and I'm continuing that and being more about it this year too. I just didn't really have a lot of plans to wear the outfits that I had planned. I had some outfits and like no plans, so I was kind of like, girl, like, so hopefully I'll have places to wear those outfits too this year. And so far that's been happening. Number 3, creating and scrapbooking. I definitely was in my scrapbooking era, I guess. Like I definitely committed to that, and I'm happy about it. I already started a new scrapbook. That one's going to be in a video either before or after this one. Can be myself. I'm more happy about creating when I can like lay out things exactly how I want it to be, and sometimes I'll add little things that maybe I didn't have planned and it works out. But scrapbooking, I've been scrapbooking more. I've been editing for other things that aren't mine. I've been drawing more and included that with like brainstorming, and I've been brainstorming like business ideas. I think just like preparation for when I'm able to apply it and move forward with that. But I've been creating and scrapbooking, so I'm happy about that. Trying new things along with like being creative. In 2025 I did go to my dance classes, which I'm happy about. I haven't gone recently, but it was fun like while it lasted. Now I've noticed that they're starting to do dance classes even more closer to my area. I'm just a little like I don't like being perceived, so we'll see about that. But maybe hopefully if like the time allows it, I'll be able to do like, because I was doing like banda classes basically just to get myself comfortable. But I definitely would want to learn how to like salsa dance, and I would learn how to I want to be a little more comfortable with like cumbias. So I think maybe continuing with dance classes. I got to practice praying. I was literally in like Bible studies and like llamadas, and like I would literally say that like, oh no, like don't ask me to pray, because like I can pray and talk to God, but I just didn't grow up in that way, and I've always been shy about it. Like I don't feel worthy or like comfortable praying for other people, because like no se me vienen las palabras. So I thought, right? And I'm very thankful for like the people in my church, but also like the ones that I was able to like participate in like Bible studies or like those llamadas, because there's like an hermana that literally was like, well no, like you just said you wish that you could like be better at praying, or like you know that you have to practice, so go ahead. I was like, oh, because like we keep saying like, oh, I wish I could do this, or I know I have to practice. It's like, so literally just take 2 steps and do that thing that you want to do. Take those 2 steps and go ahead and start practicing. And when she like on the spot like told me that, I was like, oh my god, you're so right. And that kind of made me like a little easier. Like, it's literally fine, girl. Like just like you would pray about somebody to God in your mind, you're gonna do that up front to them, you know? I think trying new things included for me this year like praying for others, and I'm still like learning to practice that and like be more comfortable, because sometimes I'm like but yeah. Bible studies, because like that just was something that I wasn't doing. And it's so crazy, like a lot can literally happen in a year, because last year when I got fired, that was like in March, and literally like that week after, my first Bible study group started, and I've been in like 2 Bible study groups, well 3, 4 kind of, but like that's crazy because that feels like so long ago, but it was literally like right after I got fired. So Bible studies is something that I tried this past year in 2025. Cooking new foods during the holidays. I was cooking and I was happy about it, like getting comfortable with like cooking, duh, but like not overthinking it and getting anxious and like like it's literally like, it's food, girl. But I tried those things. Number 5, documenting. Clearly I feel like I've gotten more consistent and comfortable with like vlogging, even like little videos. Today was kind of like my first time in a little while, especially with more people up front, but like it was fine. It's just like, besides like my little video diaries or journaling, like vlogging the small moments, like I kind of like doing little reels. I just am like bad at like getting enough like format like for YouTube, and then format for like Instagram or whatever. So I kind of just need to like be more on top of that. But also documenting with like my photos. Back then I was kind of taking a little more Polaroid pictures, which I need to kind of get back on, but hopefully I can do that soon. And my daily planner. I think it's just gonna be nice to look back in a couple years and just compare, and if my kids, if I have them, turn out to be like me. I love being in my mom's business. I love looking through her like old stuff, and I feel like my kids are probably gonna be like me in that sense of like, they just want to be up in everybody's past tense business. So I'm just like happy that I'm documenting that, and if not for them, then at least for me, because maybe I'm gonna be old and not even remember anything, but I'm gonna have those pictures and those videos and those diaries to look back on. So documenting. Oh, and I think like you guys should do that too, because with everything that's going on right now, our past isn't just like, oh, it happened in the past, we're gonna remember for everything. Like, we need to be the archives. We need to be the one remembering history for the coming generation. Like, it's not to give like like, it's just a little more like for me, I have a couple magazines and a couple newspapers, and obviously I'd be taking photos and videos, but there's certain things that it's like, I'm gonna tell my kid like, girl, don't think you know everything. Don't let these textbooks or this media tell you otherwise. I was there. So I think we need to make sure that we're documenting, yes, like the fun, whimsical, like romanticizing part of our lives, but also like we ain't gonna have history be rewritten. So start documenting, start photography, video diary that. Okay? These bikers be hauling. Number 6. Another thing I did this year was like get more used to like moving on. I was able to like move on from insert blank whatever, but only because like I have God with me. Because like I've kind of talked about it with friends, but girl, I'm like I'm working on it, but like grudges, like holding on to receipts, like being resentful, I'm very good at that because I'm a very like, no, this isn't fair, or like justice type of person. And at the end of the day, like I think God in a lot of ways has like taught me like, you're not the main character, you're not the only person here. And I feel like this year, not to say that I've like mastered it, because at the end of the day, like everything is a work in progress, but I've definitely gotten a little more comfortable with moving on with God. Not like moving on from God, but like moving on with the help of God. So like understanding to let like a bad day last one day. And mind you, because you're gonna see it in a previous video, there's some days where like I kept having a bad day after a bad day after a bad day after a bad day, and girl, I'm trying in all of those days. I just can't. At the end of the day, I'm human. At the end of the day, like I'm flesh and bones, and I just can't. But at least for me, it's knowing that like I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one going through tough times, and at the end of the day, God is good. Like if something works out for me, God is good. If something doesn't work out for me, God is good. If I get that job or that raise, God is good. If I ain't got no job, no money, God is good. And I literally had to put that in like a journal because I kept having day after day after day that I was like, bruh, like I'm struggling, but I just gotta move on. And I feel like I really felt that during the holidays, during Christmas. By New Year's, I was like I feel better. But like the holidays just were not it this year. And I know that it's up to us, but girl, no, like I was going through it, but I'm learning like, ya pasó. 2025, ya pasó. And I kind of was glad that I was glad that the new year came and that the year was ending. But it's just being able to like move on and hope for better. So I feel like I got a lot of practice in the past year to understand that like I have to let a bad day last one day and like emotionally and mentally like pull myself out of that like energy. Those weird interactions, that weird awkward like bump in, like anyway, move on. Financial worry, move on. And it's not easy. Like I've been working on this for a while, but this past year definitely has like humbled me. But this past year has like shown me like, girl, stop saying that you could never like get through this, or like, oh no, like I can't get through this, because he has shown me like it's not gonna be easy, it's not what you want, but yes, you can get through it. Oh my god. And I just be like, oh well, I mean, like I wish I didn't have to go through that, but like you're right, I can get through it. Thank you. I've been working on not like thinking too much about the experiences that come and literally go, but at the end of the day, I'm human, like I be overthinking. But it's just letting me realize like, if this comes up, it can leave. If this comes up and stays, okay, cool, it can stay and then leave. Like, and I've had that happen to me like over the years in a lot of ways, like with jobs, money, friendships, relationships. And it's just understanding, once again, God is good, but also you just need to get over it. Like, it's not to say don't get attached to things. Of course we get attached to things. Like, I feel like that is such a dumb, like, I think we shouldn't obviously like obsessively attach ourselves to things. We are like made to like put in roots in one way or another. So like it's just acknowledging like, if it works, cool. If it doesn't, cool, I'm chilling. And honestly, you should go about that in like a lot of points of your life, if not all. Pray about it as much as you think about it. And it's hard, but it's literally true. We're getting there, guys. Number 7, community. This year I got to volunteer more for my church. I involved myself more and I kind of like put myself out there. I'm still kind of working on that, but it's not to say that I'm doing it alone. It's just more like I know that I shouldn't just like rely on family or friends to like walk along me, especially when it's for like, not to say like just spreading the word, but showing like the people the light. And I might feel awkward and I might feel dumb and I might feel like lonely doing it, but at least I'm there to help others, you know? So I got to involve myself in the community in that way. So hopefully I get to do more of that this year. And of course that's going to be up to me, but as like the doors and opportunities become available. Number 8, I feel like I did definitely strengthen my relationship with God. I got closer in the sense of like having to look for him even when I was really going through it, girl. The lessons I've been put through this year have helped me connect and strengthen that relationship, because even though it was hard, like I don't think if I would have lost my job I would have had my own version of testimony to say like, God did that, God had me, and he provided. Like, I think, not to say he did that just to show me that, but I think like everything that we go through really be a lesson. And that was personally mine. Like, there is no way or reason as to why I should have like, I don't want to say like survived, because I feel like people are gonna be like, girl, but like, there's no reason. Like, I personally, if I would have seen it like, oh yeah, you're gonna be unemployed for like 4 months and duh, you don't have any savings, go ahead and figure that out. Of course not. Like, I would have not willingly been like, yeah, let me quit my job and be unemployed for 4 months without no savings, because clearly I would have thought, girl, no, like there's no way that I'm gonna be able to do that. It wasn't up to me. God did that. He literally provided for me. He'd been providing for me, but he showed me, and I feel like he showed me so I can go ahead and tell it to other people. Because girl, if he's gonna do it for me, he's gonna do it for you. My financial situation helped me grow my faith, because there were days that I would go to an interview, pray that it would work out, nah, wouldn't hear anything. Another interview, nothing. Another interview, nothing. Another interview that day, maybe a second interview, nothing. And that lasted those 3 months. And I was trying to look for like temporary work. It'd be like 1 day a week. Girl, like, that's why I'm saying that, like, it's so crazy the way that I can like recall those times where I'd be like, there's literally nothing for me to do that I'm not already doing. I'm applying, I'm putting myself out there, I'm even working for temporary work, like I'm ready to do an interview whenever. I wake up literally hoping that they emailed me back 8 a.m. in the morning to be like, can you do an interview this afternoon or something. I would wake up to prepare myself for that and it still wouldn't work out. I'm like, at this point, it literally is up to God. I'm doing everything I physically can in this situation. You get to a point where it's kind of like you need to shrug this shoulder and be like, now it's up to him. Like, whatever works, and if it doesn't, you get another day, girl. So I feel like that situation helped me with my faith and trusting not only on God's plan, but his timing and of course his will. But at the same time, taking those steps while I'm in that season. I feel like the time that I spent alone redirected me to the main point, which is God. I wouldn't have been able to do that while I was stressed at a job I didn't like. I wouldn't have been able to do that like while dealing with like other people that are testing the flesh. Even though I was stressed when I was unemployed, I feel like he gave me that time, and as he was showing me in those months, like, and your bills are still getting paid, like, calm down. I was able to like go to my Bible studies 2 times a week at that time. I was able to acknowledge, whoa, like, God's doing this in my life. I'm gonna make it a priority. I ain't working on Sundays. And it was so crazy to me that at that time there were jobs that were offering me like, oh yeah, this and this, but the Sunday. How am I gonna go and tell God after he's been paying my bills, after I've been unemployed, oh, like, thanks, but like, hey, like, this job finally got back to me and I can't work Sundays? That goes against, and I'm gonna have to work Sundays. Like, that goes against what he's been like telling me to do, which is like focus on him, put him as a priority. And for me to just like do a Uno reverse, like, no. And it was getting close, bro. It was that temptation of like, I just need the money, like, no, for an industry that I had left, that I knew I wasn't gonna be happy in, but at least it was like job security, right? And like, cool. But I decided, no, like, I'm gonna put my foot down. I ain't working Sundays. And eventually the job came. So I'll probably talk about that in a different I'll talk about that in a different video. This is like my third time literally filming this. The other day, clearly we're not in my car. My phone was dying, and I thought that because it was dying, that's why I wasn't recording. It was because it was dying. And then I get home, I literally got all ready, as you might see, to like finish it here, and then storage full. So I'm just gonna try and get through this because, girl, no. We left off on things that I guess I was doing in 2025, like that somewhat got done, or that I got like made progress in, I don't know. But I guess like that section of like loving again, I'm not like in a relationship, I'm not getting married, I'm not in love. Like being able to love like Jesus would love, and I feel like that takes a lot of forgiveness. Love is patient, love is kind, and that doesn't come like first thing to me, and in a lot of different relationships. So I feel like that kept being like a reminder in my head: be patient, be kind, don't be petty, don't be messy, don't be like doing little things. Is what you're doing and how you're behaving and how you're reacting patient and kind? Okay, so I kind of had to fix that. And then also just kind of acknowledging that my worth isn't tied into like looks, money, success, or relationships, and it's not tied to the lack thereof those same things. So I feel like it was a lot of just like understanding that and like swallowing that pill. But he helped me also consider that like care, affection, and love can be shown in like a different way, and it doesn't always have to be given or received in a romantic way. So I feel like two of the things that kind of like would come to mind or were like confirmation when I was like overthinking, I guess, how I was expressing myself was I had seen these two things on like Pinterest that were like, mientras uno esté vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda. And then the other one is, hacer las cosas de corazón nunca es perder. Are you understanding me? Imagine I'm like, Hopefully you understood that with my braces. Okay, so I want to continue trying things. I want to like try it out. If it doesn't work, it didn't work, move on to the next. My bangs were definitely something that I was like, whatever, let me go try it. And mind you, I definitely was like scared because I haven't had bangs since I was like in kindergarten, but I've been vibing with them. I feel like they go with like my natural hair. I think they look cuter than they did yesterday. But yeah, so I just want to keep trying new things like fashion in regards to like new fits and styles, haircuts, places, food, activities. Number 2, I want to keep investing in my interests, like scrapbooking, creating, like dressing up, photo shoots, the podcast, and things like that. So investing in my interests. Workout routine. Establish one. I want to establish a workout routine. I definitely can see the difference when, like, I can compare the difference mentally and physically of how I feel when I'm working out, or even when I'm eating better, or even when I'm medicated. So I got medicated and starting to eat better, besides today, down, but I need to get back into working out, so we'll figure that out. Traveling more. I did not travel this past year. I didn't travel, but I want to go like camping. I want to do road trips. I want to go see more spots here in California, and flights if possible. But I really want to like get into more camping and hikes. Dream places, and we'll get to this, but dream places would be like New York, Chicago, Utah, and Washington for like cabin and hiking vibes. But I'm just putting it out there, you know, and I'm just kind of saving things on like my Instagram for like things to do. So yeah. Number 5. I want to get my ears pierced. I said this last time, and clearly I didn't get it done last year, but I almost sent it like a week ago. So I think I might get that done in the next coming weeks, just so that way they can like heal. But I'm tired of ignoring the earring section. I'm tired of ignoring the earring section. I'm tired of not being able to use the earrings that I get gifted. So I need to pierce my ears. Number 6, I want to be nicer to myself. I really am my biggest, bruh. I really am my biggest critic. I feel like I need to like enunciate my words more. I really am my biggest critic in like literally everything, and I feel like that's why with the podcast I feel like I struggled to just get like things out there, and I really try with this like little thing I saw on Pinterest that's like, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be perfect, just make it, like create it first and then perfect it. Girl, no, I just can't do things like that because it will bother me. So I just need to be nicer to myself in regards to like, yes, not needing to have everything be perfect, but at least establishing something, kind of going into like workout routine, trying new things. But I just need to be nicer to my outcomes, my expectations, and the realities. Number 7, education. Last year I wanted to go back to school, no se pudo, but I want to keep learning in different ways. I kind of want to get more into like digital design and kind of like scrapbooking and sewing and just like skills like that, and reading, and a couple other little things. But even if I can't go back to school, I want to further my education in other ways. Number 8, savings. Another thing that didn't get done, but I want to get it done this year. I just need to prioritize goals, and I want to have a rainy day savings, because literally last year I said that I wanted to establish a savings. I want to save money, like I just need to. I got fired. 3-4 months of unemployment, trying to continue to get back on my feet. So like, if I can, I can, and if I can't, it's okay. Like, I'm gonna keep trying. Number 9, therapy. I want to help myself with like loving myself, but also acknowledging that like also acknowledging that progress doesn't ever stop. Like there are some there are some goals that you're kind of like, oh, I got here, like check mark, but there's other things that like you're gonna continue to see progress, and you can compare your current self from the past, but I feel like you continue growing because you're gonna continue living. So I feel like it's not right for me to think that like just because I've healed from certain things that there's not progress to be made, and maybe how I react or how I could get triggered, or if my boundaries are real boundaries. I feel like I need to work on my like resentment, and that way I can be prepared for like future relationships and possible parenthood. I can't wait till I'm engaged or married to like invest in myself, or I can't wait until I'm pregnant or starting a family to invest in myself. Like that just sounds exhausting. That sounds like too much on my plate, and I already have that. So I just think I need to look into possibly like doing therapy or continuing to work on myself. And then number 10, I want to make a bucket list. I still haven't made one besides like the next little goals that are coming, but I really just want to get more into like dreaming again and wishing again, because I feel like this past year literally it kicked my butt. It had hands. I haven't been rocked like that in a while, and I feel like it was needed, but I don't want it no more. Like I'm done. And with that being said, I think this year came and it took away not all, but a lot of like my smaller desires that like people would literally ask me like, oh, so what are you doing this month, or what are you doing next year, or let's do this, or what do you have planned? And I'd be like, don't come to me with plans, because I am not in control of my schedule, and we're not talking about work. Like, don't come to me with plans, because no, like if it's not just like this weekend or next week or something, like don't count on me to commit to something, because I was honestly like annoyed and exhausted of like continuous disappointment that I now can say was like redirection, not rejection, but in the moment like it sucked. I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm trying to like get myself into like being excited for things again, being wishful, being thoughtful, but we'll see. I'm like trying so hard not to crash out right now, but as you can see, and maybe it's like a blessing in disguise, because the other angle, girl, which I'm like aware that, you know, like I have a round face, but like dang. Anyways, as you can see, I changed the layout again, and I'm just trying to knock this out. So sorry y'all that you're getting like camera 1, 2, 3 freaking vibes. Not even. I'm trying so hard to like be on top of what I said I'm gonna do, which is, you know, commit to like making clearly on my laptop, finishing this video, bruh. The camera literally, or video recording, filming, whatever you want to say, stopped recording mid-sentence. I was finishing up that. Number 5 was that I'm wishing on a star that I can move out and get my own apartment. we'll see if that happens, but right now we're focusing on the fact that I'm struggling with just everyday things, bro. How am I supposed to literally live, laugh, love in these conditions? Like, this whole day and towards the end of yesterday is like, something doesn't want me to like put this video out there, and it really thinks it's gonna win. It's not. I didn't come here this far to literally just delete the video. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to post this video as soon as I thought I wanted to, whatever. Oh, and then I put my Hello Kitty clips in that Ali gave me, by the way. Isn't that so cute? This angle is better, so maybe blessing in disguise that this might just be my layout, which sucks because this thing just isn't convenient. That sucks, but whatever. Moving on. With that being said, I'm hopeful for this new year, 2026. I literally just forgot that I turned off my phone because it was acting up as well. But I'm hopeful for the new year. What I was gonna say was that I just posted my January kind of like little recap, my January so far. Maybe not actually. I'll put like a little screenshot here. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is my name and it's usually my description. This year kicked my ass. This year beat me up. Not this year. Her little friend. 2025 kicked my ass. It had hands. It rocked my world. And like, I tried getting up. I tried and So I'm just really trying to accept that like I'm moving forward. I'm trying. And I'm like just hopeful and excited for positive things this year. And if not, then I'm gonna apply what I'm saying about like moving on. So give me the strength, y'all. Be with me, stick beside me, pray for me. I thank God for literally being there for me this whole year. We're in January, about to enter February. It's a little less than a year ago that I got fired and literally went through my little unemployment phase, and it's been years since I've had to experience that. I think maybe like 8 years. And I feel like I definitely got through it because I am just like a different person than I was when I was like 18, 19. But yeah, I feel like this past year was tough, but it was very much needed. So I'm hoping that this year is nicer to me, and I hope that I can look back and be like, oh my God, it was all gonna work out. Oh my God, I remember when I was freaking out, but like, that's so crazy. Right now, it's a little too close, but like, it's behind my shoulder. But I'm excited for 2026. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I might use this as my outro, or maybe I'll get another one, but I appreciate you tuning in. If you did, I appreciate if you watched till the end and you got through the car, the first setup, the second setup. I think this is the fourth. Me literally trying 4 different times to finish and wrap this video up. But thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope that you stay tuned because I'm literally working on like a vlog right now, but I want to keep you guys like but I wanted to like update you guys because I still am working on my church women's retreat. That one's gonna be kind of like a longer video, I feel like, because it was like a 3-day thing, but I liked it. It's not even done yet, girl. I am excited for like the editing to be done just so I could post it. So I hope you guys like it too. And just a couple little clips after that. But I'm excited to see what this year brings and what I get to share with you. But yes, so thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nobody Asked, and subscribe if you aren't already, and follow me on Instagram if you want to. But yeah, thank you. Bye.